It's a beautiful Zen story. There was a great Zen master who was giving teachings. He was giving discourse. Again, one Buddhist Pandit, well read, but have not experienced anything. Well read, a Pandit, he came. The moment he entered the hall, he started shouting. Of course, Pandits are professional shouters. He started shouting. What Zen you know? What spirituality you know? What are you talking? The Zen master was too young guy. He was a young guy. What are you talking? What Zen you know? You can make only these fools listen what you say. You can't make me listen. Can you make me listen what you say? Master was very polite. He just said, "Sir, can you please come near? I am not able to hear." The Pandit comes to all his arrogance. Then Master says, "Can you please come this side?" He comes this side. Then Master turns the face. "Can you come a little near?" He came little near. Master says, "You seem a very good, nice person. Already 3 times you heard what I said. Now please sit and listen." You seem very good, nice person. Already 3 times you heard what I said. You listened what I said. Now please sit and listen. Person who lives in spontaneity can never be disrespected. You can never catch him. And Ashtavakra is a person who is living in spontaneity, who is completely in the present moment. He can neither be disrespected nor be deluded by the ego. He is not disturbed. He is just clear about his being. And he says clearly, "Janaka, you are having only cobblers around you." And Janaka really felt, really understood. Janaka is an intelligent person, a rare politician, an intelligent king, a rare being. Being a king and having intelligence is really something. Janaka is a king, an intelligent being. He understood the meaning of the words uttered by Ashtavakra. Immediately he comes down from the throne, touches the feet of Ashtavakra, and "Please forgive me. I understand what you said." Not only that, not only he asks Ashtavakra to forgive him, further he puts one more question. "Master, O Lord, Bhagavan," he calls Ashtavakra as Bhagavan. "O Lord, just from your very words, I understood what you spoke is from your experience." Please understand. If you want to find out whether somebody is really experienced person, enlightened person, or just an intellectual pandit, see when he was hurt. See when he was disrespected. When he is disrespected, how he behaves. That will clearly show whether he is an experienced person or an intellectual pandit. You can keep your face or pose, you can do everything as long as your ego is not hurt. The moment your ego is hurt, the pus which is inside will come out. If you have ego, simply the pus will come out. You will radiate the anger, violence and vengeance. When somebody is hurt, when he is disrespected, how he behaves, how he responds, see that will give you a clarity whether really he is enlightened or an intellectual pandit. Here, Ashtavakra is completely disrespected. See, if you say a word and laugh about him, even that will not hurt so much. Just by seeing, if you laugh at somebody, the very being is rejected. The very being is rejected. See, you enter somebody's house. If you start talking, if people laugh, then you can understand they are not ready to accept what you speak. Only you are speaking, they are not ready to accept. But the moment you enter, if they start laughing, your very being is not accepted. Sometimes, if you don't open the mouth, people may think you are a fool. If you open it, you may confirm. You will confirm it. So, at the most, they may reject your speaking. But just by entering, if they start laughing, your very being is rejected. Here, the very being of the Ashtavakra is rejected, disrespected by the ministers in the court. But he was not offended. He is not disturbed. He was not disturbed. Of course, when we address the masters, we can't use the word was. We can use only the word is. We can't say the word was for them. We can't say he was. We can only say he is. Of course, when you mention the incidents of the past, you will not use the word was. But when you mention about the masters, they are available. We can't say, we can't use the word past tense. He was not hurt, and he is so clear about his being, and he is clearly expressing the reality. Janaka says, just by your very words, your few words, I can understand you are an enlightened being. It is from your very being. Please teach me. Please give me the wisdom which you are having. Janaka is requesting, because Janaka asked, whatever Ashtavakra taught has become big help. It has helped Janaka Raja to transform his life, to awaken his being, to achieve enlightenment. Here, I request you, unless you ask, this help cannot be given. If I give you without you asking, it will be just like scout boys helping old lady to cross the road. 3 boys have to help one lady because she did not want to cross the road. So be very clear, I do not want to force help on you. By you being here, I assume you are requesting this help. So, I am entering into the Sutra, I am entering into the Ashtavakra's Gita, assuming you need the help, you need the wisdom, you need the knowledge of Ashtavakra. Janaka Uvacha. Let me give the slokas in English itself, then I will give the explanations. Janaka said, how can knowledge be acquired? How can liberation be attained? How is renunciation possible? Tell me this, O Lord. Beautiful question. Janaka, by his very being, is a seeker. By mistake, you might have laughed, that is different. By his very being, he is a seeker. Seeker of truth, seeker of the reality. So he is asking, how can knowledge be acquired? How can liberation be attained? How is renunciation possible? Tell me this, O Lord. The word liberation you need to understand the word liberation. Liberation means not disturbed, polluted, touched by the inner or the outer world goals. If you are not touched, polluted, corrupted by the outer world or inner world goals, you are liberated. The moment you understand the purposelessness of the whole existence, you are liberated. Please understand, I am using a big word, purposelessness. Whatever you think as purpose binds your life. Bondage is thinking that there is a purpose in your life. Immediately you start the next question. What do you mean, Swami? You think that there is no purpose in your life? Your life has got meaning, but it has no purpose. Be very clear. Purpose means you are constantly worried about the goal. You are constantly worried about the achievement. You are constantly bothered about what has to be achieved. The goal. Be very clear. Goal is not the result of the life. The life itself is the result of the life. For example, 1 month, if you are earning 20,000 rupees, you measure your 30 days time as 20,000 rupees. Mentally, by and by, you start calculating your 1 month equal to 20,000 rupees. Whenever you go to shop, you measure in your mind, oh, to buy this saree, I have to work 15 days. To buy this jewel, I have to work 2 months. Only based on the money you measure your month. Be very clear. If somebody says they will give you 100 years salary in lump sum and ask you to die, will you accept? No. But your mind is conditioned so much. You measure your whole life based on the money which you make every month. The value of your life is calculated by your mind based on the money which you make. You need to understand an important thing. Your life is not equal to money or wealth which you are creating. Money or wealth is beautiful as long as you use it. When you start measuring your whole life, when you start calculating your whole life just based on the money, when your whole life is minded, when your whole life is centered only on money, be very clear, you are seriously missing something in the life. Something seriously wrong with your thinking system. Money is beautiful as long as you use it. But when you start measuring your life based on the money which you make, you are living in a miserable condition. If you measure your whole life just based on the money you are making, you will be happy only on the first and second. When you receive your paycheck, when you receive your salary. For next 28 days, you will be doing tapasya just for the 2 days. You will be selling your 28 days just to be happy in 1 day. Please do not sell your life. Do not sell your life for some goal. 2 things. If you sell your life for some goal, you may not achieve at all and feel frustrated. That may happen, first thing. Second thing, you may achieve the goal and feel depressed. Be very clear, there is an important word which we need to understand. Depression of success. Depression of success. Depression which happens after failure is not real depression. Because always somebody can give you hope. There are so many hundreds of the self-help books. How to books. If you want to become mad, read how-to books. Straight way to hell. Direct way to hell. These how-to books, the self-help books, they are actually, if you are normally living with your problems, you may have 10 worries. And if you read these self-help books, and they constantly teach you, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Now you have one more worry, how to stop your worrying. All self-help books leads only to hell. Direct way to hell. They will create one more worry for you. Let me tell you a small incident. It's not an incident, it's a truth. How to stop worrying, start living. That's a great book written by Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie is author. And he wrote 2 books, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Another book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Bestsellers. International bestsellers. One more information you should know. Next to Bible, his books are printed. Next to Bible, understand? Means practically second Christ. Next to Bible, his books are printed and sold all over the world. In the first book, he says how to stop worrying and start living. How to stop the suicidal thoughts. The next book, he says how to have a good relationship with your wife. These are the 2 main ideas. Any of you read his books? Any of you read his biography? Anybody who read his biography? He committed suicide because he was not able to live with his wife happily. Really, I tell you, it's truth. Please understand, I am not making any joke or anything. It's a truth. He was not able to. He committed suicide just because he was not able to live with his wife happily. And I tell you the secret, how to write books. There is an important secret. Whatever you can't practice, just write and publish it. It will become bestseller. Simple 3 steps to become a philosopher. First thing, whatever you can't practice, write it and publish. Second thing, you should not be told in a simple language. Third thing, complicate things as much as possible. That's all. If you can complicate a simple thing as much as possible, you will become a great philosopher. And one more small tips. Try to criticize all other systems as much as possible. These are all few simple tips to become how to become a best philosopher. And how to write these how-to books. The self-help books will neither give you peace nor guide you. Here, when you start working with these books, if you have 10 worries, now you have 11th worry of how to stop worrying, how to start living. Liberation. The concept of liberation means understanding the pure purposelessness of life. Even if you face the depression out of failure, it is okay. You always have some hope. Somebody can inspire you to run again. But if you face the depression after success, nothing can be done. And if you are an intelligent man, around the age of 40 to 45, you have to face the depression of success. This is the scale to find out whether you are intelligent or not. If you are 40 to 45 and still you have not faced the depression of success, be very clear, something seriously wrong with you. Something seriously wrong with you. Something is missing in your life. Around the 40 to 45, you have to face the depression of success. Because around that age, you will achieve whatever you want to achieve, but suddenly you will realize, I achieved whatever I want to, but I have not achieved what far I want to. Achieving what I want is different. Achieving what far I wanted is different. You always wanted the house, car, relationships, bank balance, for the sake of happy life. By the time you achieve all these things, you are conditioned to suffer. In the young age, when you are happy, blissful by nature, when you are bubbling, overflowing with energy, you postpone your joy. You always tell your mind, no. After the college, I think I'll rest and I'll be happy. And after the college, you think, I think once I get my job, I'll be settled and happy and peaceful. Once you get the job, I think after the marriage, I'll be happy and blissful. After the marriage, you know. And now, you know. And after that, again you think, I think once kids are there, we'll be happy. After the kids, I think if they all grow up and start, they finish their education, I think I'll be happy. By the time they are settled in their life, you are conditioned to suffer. The stress or suffering or worrying becomes part of your being, part of your very being. You are completely conditioned to suffer. After that, if the worry or stress is taken away from you, you feel lonely. You are missing something. You feel you are not as you are. That is the reason old people cannot sit with themselves. Either they will catch somebody and start talking. In 1962, when I was in the army, they will start telling the stories. See, it is not accidental. Around the world, all grandparents tell stories to their grandkids. Not only in Indian culture, around the world, in all culture, this is a tradition. Because not for the kids, for the sake of grandparents, this tradition is started. Tradition has started not for the kids, for the sake of grandparents, because they feel lonely. And you can see in your life, elderly people, they would have been married, their kids would have been married, even sometimes grandkids would have been married. But they will be sitting and reading the matrimonial column in Hindu with a big glass. Because they will not be able to sit with themselves. They can't relax with themselves. Relaxing within yourself is what I call liberation. Person who can sit with himself without anything from the outer world is liberated. Please understand. Jivan Mukta means don't think big terms. If you have big ideology about Jivan Mukta, you will never think it is possible.